All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm going to be reviewing yet another collaboration beer, and this one is between the Other Half Brewing Company out of both Brooklyn and Rochester, New York, with the WeldWerks Brewing Company, and they are out of Greeley, Colorado, and this is their Front Range Daydream. So they're calling this an Imperial Oat Cream India Pale Ale, comes in at 8.4% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in the time of review. This can is just under 1 month old. So I've heard a lot of good things about WeldWerks over the past, say, 12 to 18 months. Never got my hands on any of their beers, so this will be the first beer that I am drinking that has any involvement from them. And it's awesome that they're doing it with one of my favorite breweries, period. Now, when it comes to Other Half's beers, when they use the whole oat cream moniker, they're using a bunch of oats and some lactose. And this beer specifically is brewed with Citra Cryo, Galaxy, and Enigma hops. So they all sound pretty delicious to me. I'd imagine this collab's gonna be quite tasty, but you know, gotta drink it to see how it is. So one thing that I did want to mention was something about WeldWerks. I can't remember now. Oh, they did another collaboration at WeldWerks like a month before this beer called Skyline Daydream that they released at WeldWerks, they brewed at WeldWerks. So this is like the brother or sister, the companion to Skyline Daydream. Just thought I'd mention that. I never had that one, but I'd imagine it was delicious as well. So not sure how this is going to come off on camera, but this is pouring out a very vibrant yellow color. There is some like honey orange tones in there as well. About a finger, slightly under a finger of a bright white head, looking quite creamy. Actually, the head's dissipating. And you don't see that too often, but it might be the lactose in there, who knows. But yeah, it looks like an Other Half beer. I've reviewed so many on my channel. They all look very similar. This one's no different. Let's get a nose. Oh man, wow. That smells like tons and tons of passion fruit, peach, apricot, big stone fruit vibes, big tropical vibes, but it has this nice creaminess from the lactose. It smells sweet, but there's this underlying dankness as well. Some pithy grapefruit, like some orange zest in there as well. This is actually more complex than a lot of the Other Half noses that I've had recently. This is actually bringing all the fruit to the table, and you're getting different kinds and different parts of the fruit, from the zest to the pith to the actual flesh and juice. Yeah, stone fruits galore. Like, honestly, it has a big peachy apricot punch to the nose. It's almost like I just sliced open a peach. But yeah, passion fruit, maybe even a little pineapple, and then some of that zippy, zesty, like orange zest, and also grapefruit pith. Smells delicious. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Yep. Now, I always talk about Other Half's body and mouthfeel being one of the best when it comes to beers in general for me personally, because they do use a ton of oats. They do use lactose typically in their beers. This one is one of the best mouthfeels I have experienced from Other Half in quite a while. It's pillowy. It's creamy. It's almost like it's not akin to like, I was going to say fruit smoothie, and then I start thinking in my head 450 North, their fruit smoothie Berliner Weisses. Not to that creaminess. But as far as just a IPA with hops and some lactose and some oats, this is one of the creamiest mouthfeels I've had from Other Half, honestly. Body is like medium, higher side of medium body, which is appropriate for an 8.4% beer. But that mouthfeel is just epic. And I'm getting a touch of vanilla. So this is actually drinking like, as far as like the fruits that I was getting in the nose, they carry over. Peach, apricot, more pineapple than passion fruit on the taste. It almost has, I don't know if they exist, but like instead of an orange creamsicle, like a peach creamsicle. That's what it's kind of drinking like. This is fucking absolutely divine, delicious, amazing. I'm enjoying this quite a bit. The complexity in the taste isn't as much as in the nose. It's mostly to the stone troop, a little bit of, like I said, pineapple. The zestiness from the citrus I was getting in the nose, like the pithiness, the zest from an orange, didn't really translate. There is a bit of like an herbaceous dankness underlying, omnipresent throughout the entire palate, but it never gets in the way. This one does finish a bit sweeter. There is an ever so slight touch of bitterness, but this does finish more to the sweeter side of things, I would say. There's not much more to say about this. This is a fantastic collaboration, maybe one of the best collaborations that I've had. Yeah, probably up there. Rating for the Front Range Daydream from Other Half in collaboration with WeldWerks, 4.75 out of 5. Yeah, it's not quite a 5. It's a bit too sweet. I mean, no problem finishing this can. It's not like excessively sweet. It's not cloying or anything. But I do think about after I drink this can, if I drink a couple cans of this, number one, I'd be feeling good. But number two, I think it'd be a bit too sweet. But on top of that, I would want a little bit more of that zestiness to kind of balance out. This is a couple notes done extremely well, but that mouthfeel is fucking absolutely bonkers. And on top of that, that creamy, almost peach creamsicle thing. You could even say like it also has like a candied vibe to it, like a peach gummy ring thing as well. But for the most part, it just tastes absolutely delicious. I'm gonna crush the rest of this and enjoy every second of it. So if you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. By the time I post this, this beer has been out for like 6, maybe 7 weeks. So probably not ideal to pick it up. Although a lot of other half beers do age well, especially the Imperial ones, like in the 7 to 8 to 9 range. But I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just saying they do, at least in my experience. But this is amazing. So 4.75 out of 5. Appreciate you guys stopping by for another beer review. And until the next one, cheers.